What's up, one goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel. You don't know, today we're gonna make some Jamaican style Easter bun. Yes, because it's Easter time. So here I have my ingredients goodies that I will be using. This is all for the wet ingredients, and when we're gonna prepare the dry ingredients after. So here I have my dark brown sugar that I'll be using, and I'm using 2 cups of dark brown sugar. Of course, you can always adjust the sugar if you don't want your thing to be too sweet. I'm using a tablespoon of almond essence, a tablespoon of vanilla, and I'm using half cup of my honey. I'm using 4 tablespoons of molasses, and I'm using 2 bottles of tiger malt because my kids are going to eat the bun, so I don't want to use too much alcohol. But you can use Guinness or you can use Dragon Stout. 2 bottles of Dragon Stout, 2 bottles of Guinness, or you can just use 2 bottles of Malta, or if you don't want it to be too strong, a bottle of Dragon Stout with a bottle of Malta. I'm using 4 tablespoons of browning. Again, it depends on how dark you want your bun. You can always adjust the browning. And I'm using some maple syrup, and you can use marmalade or you can use some jelly or jam, and you can add like 4 tablespoons of the jelly or 4 tablespoons of your jam. If you're adding the syrup, I'm still gonna go in with about 4 tablespoons of my syrup. So what we're gonna do now, goodies, we're gonna add everything to the pot, and we are going to put this on the stove on low heat. We want to get everything nice and combined, but we don't want our mixture to boil. So I also have the butter. I forgot the butter. The butter is over here melted. 4 tablespoons of melted butter. So let's combine, let's throw everything in our pot. Okay, goodies, so we have all our ingredients, the wet ingredients in the pot. So put it at low heat and let everything just combine together. So all the sugar, the molasses, you can see the honey and the butter. You just want it to start melting and everything starts to dissolve. And then we are going to remove it from the heat and let it cool down. Okay, so while this is melting and everything is getting dissolved, we're going to go ahead now and we're going to prepare our dry ingredients. So let's go prepare that, and then we can come back to this. But please watch it. Don't let it start to boil. It should not boil. All right, so let's go prepare our dry ingredients. Okay, goodies, so now we have I have 6.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of baking powder and a half tablespoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm using 1 tablespoon of ground nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, half tablespoon of cloves, and this is allspice because it's very strong, and half tablespoon of ginger. Ginger is optional if you don't want your bun to taste like ginger, but half tablespoon, it will just give it a nice little flavor. You won't even taste the ginger. So this is what we're going to be using for the dry ingredients. So let's throw those into the flour. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna sift this, okay, to get out all of the lumps. So I have another pan here with my sieve. So I'm just going to sift the flour and all the other ingredients. All right, so all that lumps and stuff, you don't want that in your bun, and this is why we sift. Okay, see all of that? Throw that out. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna combine this properly. So we're gonna mix. All right, so let's go check now on our wet ingredients on the stove. Okay, so we're gonna remove this now. Everything nice and melted. As you can see, we're not seeing any more sugar grain or that honey. So we're just gonna leave it to cool down, and then we're gonna combine our ingredients together. All right, goodies. So I took the flour from this pan because I need this pan to do the mixing. And so I am now going to add my cool down wet ingredients to this pan. So nice and cool. As you can see, everything is melted, no sugar, no leaving at the bottom, and we also don't have anything sticking down there, so that means everything is nice and melted. So what you want to do now, you want to gradually add your dry ingredients. Don't add it at once. So I'm adding a little bit, and I'm going to mix that in. So gradually add it. It's gonna get thickened, and then you might just want to go for your wooden spoon when it starts to get thick. So I'm gonna do this off camera because I'm gonna take my time to add my flour and come back. Okay, goodies. As you can see, the consistency that you need to have, I did leave back some of my dry ingredients because I wanted this consistency, so I didn't add all of it. So this is a consistency that you need to have. Okay, so I left back about a cup and a half. Yes, perfect consistency. Now I have my greased tin. I have 2 of these that I have greased, and I'm going to just put my bun in here now, my butter, and I have my oven preheating at 320 degrees. So we're going to bake at 320 degrees. Okay, goodies, stay tuned for the final result. So goodies, if you want raisins, soak some raisins in some white rum or some red label wine, and this is when you would add your raisins. That's my son in the background crying for me, but my daughter does not like raisins, so I'm just gonna add some cherries on top. Okay, all right, goodies, so it's all ready to go. I have 2 tins and I'm going to put it in the oven right now. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, goodies, so this is the final result. So I've already glazed this one, and this is a small one that was in the tin, and this is the other one. I have the other one over there. I'm just gonna show you. So this is butter and honey, and I'm using the butter. Just melt the butter and add the honey, and I use it to glaze my bun, just to give it a nice sheen. Okay, so as you can see, the bun is nice and soft. It tastes amazing. Let me know if you will be trying this recipe. If you do try this recipe, please come back, comment, and let me know how it turned out. Remember to subscribe to the channel, goodies, please. I'm asking you. It's free, and you're gonna get lots of great recipes over here. So this is it, all glazed up, all looking beautiful. Look at that. And this is what it looks like inside. This is a small one that I cut just to show you how inside of it looks. And as you can see, very soft. Look at that. Look, it's still hot, but it's nice and soft. Look at that. Nice and soft and fluffy and full of flavor. Okay, my friends, until next time, walk good and enjoy on Easter.